Hook. 0-100 to 0-15. Messi has played injured in 73% of Argentina's biggest knockout matches since 2021. And now, with the 2026 World Cup just around the corner, a hamstring scare against Algeria could change everything. Will the greatest player alive even make it to the biggest stage on Earth? Story setup. 0-15 to 2 o'clock. Here is what we know. On June 16, Argentina faced Algeria in an international friendly. The match was billed as a warm-up, a tune-up, nothing serious. But everything changed in the 61st minute. Messi pulled up. He grabbed the back of his left thigh. He signaled to the bench. The entire stadium went silent. Argentina's medical staff rushed on. And just like that, Lionel Messi was off the pitch. Argentina won the game 2-1. Nobody cared about the scoreline. Every eye was on that tunnel. Every phone was refreshing for updates. The official word from the Argentine Football Association was cautious. They called it muscular discomfort. They did not use the word hamstring. But footage from the sideline told a different story. Messi was seen icing the back of his left leg. He was limping slightly as he walked to the dressing room. He did not return for the second half. Here is why this matters beyond just one match. The 2026 World Cup begins in less than 12 months. Messi will be 38 years old when Argentina kicks off their campaign. This is almost certainly his final World Cup. He said as much himself last year. There is no next time. There is no comeback tour after this. For millions of fans across the planet, Messi at the 2026 World Cup is non-negotiable. It is the entire event. And right now, that is in question. Argentina's squad is deep. They are the defending champions. They have Julian Alvarez. They have Enzo Fernandez. They have Mac Allister. But none of that matters to the world without number 10 on the pitch. Analysis. 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Let us break this down properly. Because there are two very different ways to read this situation. First, the cold hard numbers. Stat 1. Messi has suffered 4 significant muscle injuries since turning 35. According to data tracked by Transfermarkt and club medical records from Inter Miami and the Argentine national team. That is not a coincidence. That is a pattern. Hamstring and adductor injuries in players over 35 have a 40% recurrence rate within 6 months. Based on research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, that number should terrify every Argentina fan. Stat 2. Messi has averaged just 61 minutes per game for Inter Miami in 2025. He is being managed carefully. Head coach Gerardo Martino has been rotating him, protecting him, keeping his legs fresh for moments that matter. The Algeria game saw him push beyond that threshold. He played 61 minutes before the pull-up, right on the edge of his managed limit. Stat 3. Argentina have a 78% win rate when Messi completes 90 minutes versus a 54% win rate when he exits early or does not start. That gap tells you everything about his irreplaceable value. Now here is the first viewpoint. The optimists. And there are plenty of them. Messi's medical team at Inter Miami is world-class. This was a friendly. The staff had every incentive to pull him early at the first sign of tightness rather than risk aggravation. Catching it early is the best possible outcome. With nearly 12 months until the World Cup opener, even a moderate strain gives him ample recovery time. Inter Miami can manage his minutes through the MLS season. Argentina can be selective about which qualifiers and friendlies he participates in. The optimists say this is a controlled situation and Messi will be 100% when it counts. Now here is the opposing view. The pessimists. And honestly, they have a point too. Hamstring injuries in aging athletes are notoriously unpredictable. They do not heal in straight lines. They come back. They linger. They create compensatory problems in other muscles. Every time Messi accelerates at full pace, there is risk. And at a World Cup, you cannot manage minutes. You cannot pull him in the 61st minute of a quarterfinal. The game demands everything. The pessimists argue that we are watching the beginning of an unavoidable decline. And that even if Messi makes it to 2026, he will not be the Messi we need him to be. Both sides have evidence. Both sides have fear. The truth is somewhere in the middle. But the middle is not comfortable right now. Predictions. 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Here is my take. No fence sitting. No both sidesing. This is what I believe. Messi plays at the 2026 World Cup. He starts the opener. Argentina reach at least the semifinals. And if his body holds, they win it again. Here's why I am confident. Messi does not get on a plane to a friendly in June and push himself for 61 minutes if he is not serious about 2026. This man is obsessed with that tournament. He bled for it in Qatar. He cried for it. He built his entire legacy around it. He is not walking away from one final chance to lift that trophy again on home soil. In North America, in front of a continent that worships him. The hamstring scare will force a reset. Inter Miami will scale back his summer workload. Argentina will protect him through the fall. He will arrive at the World Cup with fresher legs than any previous tournament. But here is my warning. Argentina's coaching staff must make a decision by October. If Messi suffers any recurrence before the new year, they need a contingency plan. Alvarez must be ready to carry this team. The system cannot be entirely built around a 38-year-old body that is sending warning signals. My final prediction. Messi plays 6 of Argentina's 7 possible World Cup matches. He scores 4 goals. Argentina win the final. And then he retires on the greatest note in football history. That is the dream. That is also, genuinely, the most likely outcome if his body cooperates. CTA outro. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So here is the question I want you to answer right now in the comments below. Do you trust Messi's body to last the full 2026 World Cup? Yes or no, and tell me why. I read every single comment on this channel. If you want daily World Cup 2026 coverage as we build toward the biggest tournament in soccer history, subscribe to Soccer Vault right now. Hit that bell. Never miss a breakdown. And in our next video, we are looking at a player nobody is talking about yet who could completely flip Argentina's World Cup strategy. You are not going to want to miss that one. See you there.